So in these 15 seconds before it starts, hello, good morning, good afternoon, and very, very welcome to our 5th lesson, where we're going to talk about the 7th level of vision improvement, and we're going to teach you plenty of exercises that are helpful to improve your eyesight naturally. And we will also be sharing a very, very nice extra technique for those who stay until the end. Now, usually I do this session on my own, but in the last couple of days, I've been having issues with the internet. Actually, just before this class, I was in a Zoom room participating in a class, and I got completely kicked out, and that was because of the quality of my internet. So just in case, we talked about this with several members of my team. And yesterday, there was somebody else supporting in the equivalent of this webinar that we did in Spanish. And today we have Pamela Contreras that's going to be here. And in case something would go wrong, well, she'll take it from there, right? And she'll do her best to guide this session. And actually, it may be that since you're here, I invite you to guide the exercises that we're going to share today. Is that okay with you, Pamela?
It's great, yes.
Okay, great. So if in the meantime you want to be in the background, that's okay too. And just show up if needed, or I'll invite you for the exercise. That's okay?
Yes, sure. Thanks, Ainhoa.
Okay, thank you for being here. So again, welcome everyone. And I would like to know where you are watching from and what question or doubt you may have for this class. Because as you know, tomorrow we're closing the registrations for the ClearSight Method. And this is actually the end also of the Wake Up Your Eyes free 4-part masterclass. Actually, instead of 4 lessons with their video and their live, well, if we consider this one, in the end, it's 5 lessons. So we're giving even more than what we told we would do. But we are reaching the end, both of the Wake Up Your Eyes free 4-part masterclass and also to the possibility to join the ClearSight Method. So if you have any question left today, and now is the moment to ask these questions. There's people from my team that are going to be answering directly in the chat, whatever questions that come. And to the extent possible, and with the time that we have, I will also be introducing those questions in my talk today. Now, we have also set the chat in private mode, because sometimes there's a lot of things going on there and it's distracting. So I have the capacity, and Pamela also. Diana, the visual coach trainee, greeting from Orlando. So I can highlight some comments when it's useful. But you won't be seeing other people's comments. I can read them, but the team is going to see it. So whatever you write, you may get the answers in the moment. And again, we like to know where you're watching us from. And I would like to welcome you with the team, and also to take the opportunity to thank the amazing, extraordinary people from my team that have made this Wake Up Your Eyes free 4-part masterclass possible in Spanish and in English during the past few weeks. And I'm talking about Therese, Rosa, Hans, Jaime, Ivan, Freddy, Ricardo, Azarel, Albert, Teresa, Natalia, Pamela, Luz, Elia, Maria Andrea, Sara, Flor, Viviana, Cecilia, and other collaborators that are spread around the world in Spain, France, Ireland, the United States, Mexico, Argentina, Costa Rica, Peru, Venezuela, and Chile. And so there's plenty of people that are participating behind the scenes that you don't usually see to make this free 4-part masterclass possible. And I want to thank them for their constant effort in these days to make this experience possible for you. And wait and hear, 247,578 people, last time I checked the stats, that have been participating in this free 4-part masterclass, between the people in Spanish, the people in English, people who registered, people who watched through YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And we've tracked 366,653 times that people have been watching the videos and the classes and the lives. So, wow, it's really amazing. And every time that we do this, we get surprised by the impact and the reach that we have. And we're very happy about it, because this is why we're here for, because we want to have this global impact. I also would like to ask if there's former participants of the ClearSight method around, or participants of the certification Becoming Vision Coaches. I always like you to say hi. So I see that Mike is around here from the UK. Hello. And also Diana, the vision coach, are around here. And I see that there's some questions arriving. I'm sure the team will take care of it while I'm giving the talk. And if not, in the end, I will take care of them as well. And recognize you, acknowledge you for being here today, participating, so that we can share together this fifth class. To talk about the 7th level of vision improvement. And if you stay until the end, I will offer you a very powerful natural technique that is not only going to help you with your eyes, with your eyesight, but it's also very good for your health in general. And you can practice it very easily at home. It's very cheap, like it's, you don't, it doesn't require a lot of money to do it. And it's extremely pleasant. And I'm going to announce a bonus that we have, an extra bonus, a special gift for people registering today to the ClearSight Method Advanced Program. So I invite you to stay until the end, because the committed people, remember these past few weeks, we were talking about the difference between interested and committed. Well, committed people that stay until the end will receive this special technique and will discover this extra special gift that we have. And I also would like to invite you to get rid of interruptions, distractions, notifications, WhatsApp, telephones, etc., so that you can be fully present today with me. And we already announced the materials that we're going to use for today's class, but let me give you a reminder so that if you didn't have these materials with you prepared for the class, you can get them so that you're ready for the class. So you're going to need Post-it notes, you know, these kind of sticky messages that we can do on these little pieces of paper that have a little bit of glue. You're going to use Post-it notes today. You are also going to need balls. It doesn't matter the size, the color, the texture, the volume, whatever ball you may have at home, yeah? Even if you only have one, it's good enough. So the Post-its, the notes, you are going to need to have some colored markers, yeah? Doesn't mean, it doesn't matter what color, yeah? I have 4 here, probably I'll use the yellow and the green, but you could use any other 2 markers, yeah? So what else? You are also going to need a shiny object. And the shiny object could be already one of the balls that you're using, that has colors, that is interesting to look at, or it could be something extra. For example, I have these myself that can be used in cocktails and parties, right? When people get dressed for parties, sometimes you can find these things in the shops where you buy those. So you're going to need a shiny object, whatever it is, something nice to look at. I could also use this as a shiny object. And you could use finger puppets, or you could use a painted nail, or you could draw a little face on the nail, and that would be very helpful as well. As for me, I have several kinds of finger puppets around, yeah? And the last thing that we're going to use today for the class is a string and clothespins. Yes, I have here 3 kinds. Probably I'll use these. It's better if they have colors, but if they don't have colors, if they're the wooden ones, then you could mark them with 1, 2, 3, or paint a little bit of color with them. So you'll use the string and the pin, the clothespins. It could be any kinds of clothespins. I have some other examples here, for example, yeah, with different colors. I have these that are more regular kind. Any kind of clothespins that you have around are going to be useful. And the same with the string. It could be any color, doesn't matter, just the string that you can put the clothespins on it. Voila, so that's for the preparation. Oh, Debbie, thank you so much. I see that this is the second time you've watched the classes and you have learned so much. Yay. So if you want to join the advanced program, the ClearSight Method, there's a lot more that you're going to learn in there. Okay, so if you have been watching the Wake Up Your Eyes free 4-part masterclass, you will have noticed that it's been a fantastic experience. Again, this time, we have really given a lot between the 4 pre-recorded classes and the 4 lives and today's session that may last up to 3 hours, depending on how many questions you have. In the end, we will have delivered about 12 hours of class between teachings, theory, concepts, exercises, tips, testimonials, Q&A, etc. We have given it all, and you have also answered with the same enthusiasm and participation. And the team and I are very impressed by, how, and very moved by the reception of what we've been doing. It's been a couple of weeks that have been very intense for us because if you notice the numbers, there's a lot of people asking questions in plenty of ways, in plenty of platforms. But it's really, really amazing, and we're very happy to do this service. And again, the last time I looked at the stats in these few weeks, it's been over 366,653 times that people have been watching our videos, and the amount of people have been 247,578 from 145 countries. The UN considers there's 193 countries. So we have like really a great part of representatives from most countries participating this one time. We know that along the years we've been doing this, we've been having people from all over the world, with the exception of North Korea. But otherwise, in every country in the world, we've had people participating in the free 4-part masterclass, Wake Up Your Eyes. And between Spanish and English, we have over 10,000 comments under the videos. And we've been receiving over 1,700 emails from people asking questions, besides others thousands of messages on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, from people that are constantly super happy about how they're improving their eyesight just with a few days of practice. And even though effort for the team and for me, we're very happy again to be supporting so many people. And I'm seeing here today we have people from Orlando, from the UK, from Oregon. What else? From Hawaii. Okay, and more places, undoubtedly. Those are the ones I see at a quick glance. And when we look at it, it seems an incredible craziness that thanks to the magic of the internet, if people had to pay the $300 that this information is worth, and that you could learn in a weekend workshop, 12 hours, like all of Saturday and half of Sunday. Yeah, there's workshops like that taught in the States, in France, in Spain, all over the place. Then we would have generated 74 million euros. So in dollars, it's probably even more, about $80 million. But instead of that, so actually that's the value of the impact that we've been having. But instead of that, and thanks to the magic of the internet, and thanks to the commitment of the team, and of course, thanks to the more than 21,000 participants of our paid programs in the previous years, we've been able to deliver this service completely for free. And it's really mind-blowing to tell ourselves that we have generated and offered for free about $80 million worth of value for free, really, so that hundreds of thousands of people, this time around, but over time, millions of people can learn how to take care of their eyesight and improve their eyesight, also take care of their eyes and improve their eyesight. And sincerely, we are very happy to generate this great value during these couple weeks as a contribution for humankind, sharing the best techniques of natural vision improvement and the ClearSight Method as a gift for people all over the world. And we want to create this cascading cultural movement so that everybody knows how to take care of their eyes and improve their eyesight naturally, like after World War. We collectively learned how to brush our teeth, right? And because of the movement and the impact that we've been having, in 2023, last year, I was the recipient of a honorary doctorate from a university in Mexico because of this global impact that we've been having. And in this class, I want to learn, I want to teach you even more, I want to help you even more how to improve your eyesight with simple exercises in matter of weeks. I also want you to understand how these improvements that you've probably been experiencing during the last couple of weeks can transform into a lasting transformation that become your new normal, that you can see clearly without glasses or surgeries and have optimal eyesight for the rest of your life, that it becomes your new normality. And today I'm going to teach you some more exercises as well as a very surprising technique that is very pleasant, very easy, and very powerful, not just for your eyesight, but for your health. And it's 100% natural. And again, up to the time that we have in this platform, the team and I will do our best to answer the questions. But I also need you to understand that what we can do in a couple weeks for so many thousands of people, it's very powerful. We can do a lot, but it also is limited. It has a limit. And if you want for us to be with you and teach you more and go deeper and take you by the hand and coach you, then the invitation is that you can make your choice, because tomorrow we're closing the registration to the ClearSight Method, and we start on Monday with the orientation session. So today you have a choice to make if you want to join the advanced program, because again, registration ends tomorrow and we're ending with the Wake Up Your Eyes free 4-part masterclass. So if you have questions about whether the ClearSight Method is for you, if you're older or if you're younger, or if you already had surgery, or if you've had symptoms from birth, or you've been wearing glasses for 40 years, or you have little time, or you have such and such symptom, if you need your glasses for your work every day still, if you still have doubts, even though the answer is yes for all these cases, but sometimes people feel better when they're answered to them specifically. So if you have any question, ask them and we'll answer specifically to you, so that I hopefully make it completely clear and completely easy for you to make the choice that makes more sense for you. Voila, so I'll stay as much as possible to answer the maximum questions possible, or until the end of the time that we have in this platform. And so, because we have a lot to do in this session, I'd like to ask that only committed people stay. People committed with improving their eyesight, who want to take action, who want to bring their eyesight to the next level. People like you and me, committed, responsible for our own life, for our own health and the quality of our well-being. Yes? And before I continue, I also want to know not only where you're following us from, but again, what questions you have. And while you answer to that, while you ask your questions, I also want to ask you something, and that is, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to commit yourself to so that you can improve your eyesight and see clearly with your own eyes? What's your commitment? So we want to create a movement, but this movement needs to be with each person, one person by one person at a time, making the choice. Yes? So I'm very interested about these questions about your commitment, because in this trip or in this journey, the most important person is you. You are the person who can change your life, who can transform your health and your eyesight with your choices, with your actions. And I'll be very happy to support you if you choose for that. I'm very, very enthusiastic about it. sharing my experience, my wisdom, my guidance. But seeing clearly again is something that depends on you. It's in your hand. You are the one who can take those choices. And while you may be answering to these questions, I also want to give a few words about my purpose, my vision, my mission. And my deepest desire at this moment is to help 20 million people to improve their eyesight naturally and to see clearly again in the next 7 years. So between now and 2030, okay? And why 20 million by 2030? Well, 2030, because that's the time when the World Health Organization estimates that half the world population will have eyesight issues. In 2019, it was 1/3. So we are facing kind of a global pandemic or vision issues. They're not going to kill us, but they're going to make us blind. And that's not a very rejoicing either. It's not very nice, right? Nobody wants that. And why 7? So that's why the 7 years. And why 20 million people? Because there's theories that estimate that to create a global transformation in culture and habits, that's the tipping point of people taking a kind of action or a new habit that can influence the rest of people. Yes, it may be true, it may be not true, maybe there's more people needed, I don't know. But in any case, that's what I'm aiming for, because whatever the amount of people that is required for this global transformation, I want to be part of the solution. And 20 million people may seem a huge number, but okay, it's a crazy idea, but I know that we are doing it. We've been doing it already in the last few years. Since I started working on the internet since 2016, the impact has been exponential. There's been more than 9 million people watching some of our web pages. We've had over 4,600,000 people watching, participating in this free 4-part masterclass, Wake Up Your Eyes. In YouTube, between the Spanish channel and the English channel, we have almost 30 million views of the videos that we publish every week. And we also have like 460,000 subscribers in our newsletter by email, 355,000 subscribers in YouTube. Our YouTube channel in Spanish is bigger, but we have really plenty of people, and more than 21,000 participants in our paid programs. So anyway, I hope that you are one of the people that are really taking advantage of what we're teaching. And again, if you want to go further with our help, then you'll have the possibility to join the ClearSight Method, the advanced program, and get all of our support in the next 6 weeks. And I know that seeing clearly, again, is a lot more than just clarifying your eyesight, because it transforms your vision of yourself, your vision of the world, and your vision of life. Most people believe that improving eyesight is impossible or that they're not capable. And when you realize that you can, that empowerment gets transferred into other areas of life. And a lot of people that go through the course, not only they improve their eyesight, but they improve their hearing, their taste, their smell. Some even get thinner or stop having migraines, sleep better, have better digestions. They improve their immune system and other areas of their health and their life. And I'm not making any claims, okay? The purpose of the class is really to improve your eyesight, but there's potentially secondary benefits that are only positive. And even if we just stay with improving your eyesight, you're going to feel so much healthier. Your productivity is going to improve. You're attractive. You're going to feel more attractive. You'll have more enthusiasm, more joy for living. Your relationships will be better too, because everything becomes more vibrant, more beautiful, and full of light in your life. Eyesight and vision, inner and outer vision, are connected, and today we're going to talk a little bit more about this. And also, of course, our eyesight is our more important sense to contact the world. 80 to 90% of relevant information today is visual, and eyesight is the most valued sense that we have. It's the main sense for 60% of people, and the worst fear connected with health or dependency or being handicapped is to lose eyesight, to become blind. And actually, going blind is the third most dread and horrible fear. Okay, the first one is dying. That's what most people are more afraid of. The second one is public speaking. So here I am making the effort to speak publicly so that you don't have to face the third fear, losing eyesight. Yes? And in this digital era, especially after 2020, we all spend a lot of time looking at screens, at phones and tablets, etc. A lot of screens, and our eyes are getting fatigued. Eyesight has never been decreasing so fast as nowadays, and that's because of how our lifestyle has changed. And screens have a lot to do with it. And yet, we also need the screens to connect with all that information. A lot of the information comes through us online, through the computers. Screens are here to stay. The question is not to demonize them or reject them, but to know how to live with them while taking care of our eyesight. And why not improving it, yes, over time. And we also need our eyes to read. Reading is still the main source for education and personal and professional growth. We need our eyes to learn. And our children need their eyesight to get education and to grow happy and well integrated in the world. And our elders need their eyesight to enjoy the beauty of life. I've seen people in their 60s, 70s, 90s that had stopped reading books, that had stopped enjoying the flowers or the landscapes, that had stopped being able to see the faces of their beloved ones, like their grandchildren. And when they can recover their eyesight, their life is transformed. They're full of joy again. So when you improve your eyesight, many aspects of your life improve. It's a deep transformation and complete, as you're going to see in a moment. And it's also very practical for your daily life to be able to do things such as reading the panels in the transportation, public or on the roads, being able to recognize people in the street, being able to read labels of ingredients, or to read the Bible, or read the small print of contracts, or not having to need to go with 3 pairs of glasses and have to constantly change them during the day, between the near for reading, the far away for driving, or the sunglasses, or to have to ask other people to read you things and to
And that is the internet issues that we deal every day, right? So I do my best to continue with in the while that I know return. So as I know I was mentioned, our sight and our vision is really useful for all of us, right? Like going to the supermarket just to read the ingredients. And that's happened to me many times. I was walking in the street, and without my glasses, I couldn't recognize people on the street that say hello to me. And it was very frustrated for me because I depend 100% of my glasses to see people. And we can also apply this to many other things, to do sports, or if you like music, for example, and you need to read the letters of the music, you need your vision to do it. And without glasses, or dependent that with the time increase and increase your vision problems, and or any other type of activities that we normally do in our daily life. I think my personal view is that vision is one of the biggest gifts we have in life, because we can see the world, we can enjoy the world with our vision. And of course, like, we also need our dress of sense, right? Um, to smell, to taste, to hear, right? But vision is really key in our life to be able to do it. And there are things in our life that doesn't have price, right? Like, perceive again the colors of life, the side views when we visit some places. Uh, Part of our participants and people that have been with us in the ClearSight method, one of the things that they highlight that it had been improved is the joy that give to them to be able to see the faces, recognize faces of their children or their grandchildren, children's, for example, or even their own face on the mirror, to be able to make up without the glasses. That's one of the things that is really joyful for the people that are open and really enjoy and have that commitment to improve the vision. So our promise and what we want and our intention today is that at the end of this session, you will know if the ClearSight method is for you, and how you can improve your vision in 6 weeks, with 6 levels of intervention scientifically proved. And you will also know what to do and how uh, do how transform your life until you see clearly again in a natural way, and in a way that could be maintained and sustained for the rest of your life. Because this course, 6 levels, 6 weeks, we can improve a lot. But after we finish, also is very key and important your commitment to keep the practice, to keep your routines, to practice natural vision. That's really key in this transformation journey. We will also will explain to you the different levels of improvement that will surprise you. We will also teach you some easy exercises that you can practice daily, and funny as well, because we enjoy doing these exercises. In my case, I really enjoy doing these exercises every day, and it's really helped me to disconnect of my daily work, daily life, and just focus on my vision and the well-being that gives to me. And also, if you stay with us until the end of this class, we will share with you a technique, 100% natural and super powerful, that it not only improve your vision, but only improve your health overall. It's very easy to apply, super cheap, and extremely grateful to do it. And that much that you didn't not imagine how important it is to improve your vision. And hey, it's Ainhoa.
Hello. I don't even know how long I've been out. I didn't
Me
notice
neither.
immediately. I didn't notice immediately. So what did you say? What should I be telling you? Um, Tell me, where
Yeah,
were
so
you?
I was explaining to the audience the promise that we have today, right? And at the end of this session today, people will know if the ClearSight Method program is for them. And also, we will surprise with the gift we have and with the techniques that we are
Okay.
going to share.
Was I lost before I did the recap of what we've done so far in the free 4-part masterclass? Did you get any of that, or should I like go back to
Not
that?
yet.
Okay, so
You can go straight to that one.
So let's do the recap. Sorry about that, and thank you so much. And I hope this doesn't happen again. So I was saying that if you remember, if you've been participating, maybe you stay next to me just in case. Well, okay. Okay, so she's gone. So if you're participating in the free 4-part masterclass, we've been talking about the 6 scientifically levels. Wait a second. Yes, 6 scientifically levels to improve your eyesight naturally. The physical level, the chemical level, the emotional level, the mental level, the energy level, and the habits level. So these are the 6 levels in which the ClearSight method is based, yes? And in the first 3 classes, in the Wake Up Your Eyes free 4-part masterclass, I taught you a number of things about 3 of those 6 levels, yes? In the first class, I taught you about how focus works at the physical level and how you can use palming to relax your eyes. And this is a fundamental part to improve your eyesight, because relaxation is one of the most important keys of natural vision improvement. And then in the live that went with lesson number 1, I taught you about the importance to look at details and move your gaze, the importance of looking far away, blinking, breathing deeply, stretching, yawning, moaning, laughing, crying. So the stretching, yawning, moaning is both for getting more oxygen into the eyes and relaxing, and crying and laughing to get out. Also the importance of sleeping in the dark, to focus on positively on what you can see and what is improving as you practice over time, and also to stimulate memory and imagination. In the second class, we broke false limiting beliefs on eyesight, and we replaced them by empowering truths. What are the false limiting beliefs? Well, things such as that bad eyesight is because of age, comes with age. And no, that's not true. It comes because we accumulate bad habits over time. Yeah, but we could also accumulate good habits over time and keep good eyesight, right? A lot of people also believe that vision problems are genetic, and we know that also they're lifestyle and habits based. And people believe that if they're running the family, or they're from birth, or after 40 years old, there's nothing you can do about them. And that is false. You can always improve your eyesight. And I also told you about the importance of sunlight for the health of your retina and for training your pupil to see even the small print. Yes? So we also needed to transform the fear of the sun into becoming friends with how healthy natural sunlight is, but also knowing when to avoid, when it can be dangerous. And in the second live, so we went deeper into a natural sunlight, and I also taught you about physical filters and virtual filters to protect your eyes from screens. I taught you the instant focusing technique, and I showed you the pinhole glasses that are a great substitute in many cases, not all, but in a lot of cases, good substitute for prescription glasses, for reading glasses, and also for sunglasses. And not only can you see and you can be functional in the moment with these, not just an alternative, but a transition tool, because they help you improve your eyesight naturally. Yeah. In the third class, you understood the emotional roots of identify when and why you started to see worse and worse, and understand that that can be reverted, that you can actually improve your eyesight once you release the emotion that's keeping. Third live, I went in deeper and I spoke about the emotional keys, the emotional root cause of not just 15 eyesight symptoms as I promised, but actually 25 of the most common eyesight symptoms that people are concerned about. And in the fourth live, I introduced you to my team, I showed you the platform, and in the process, you met also plenty of participants of other groups of the ClearSight Method, vision coaches in training or already trained, and many of the people in my team. But most of all, you could notice the improvements that you get as you practice these tools and techniques over time. So you've seen people who have had those results, and you have started to have the results yourself. So you are seeing with your own eyes that these techniques work. And in the fourth class, I wanted to explain to you that for making your eyesight improve it a lasting habit, you need to work at those 6 levels until your vision becomes, your improved vision becomes your new normal. And these 6 levels, we'll dive a bit deeper on them, are how to improve your focus at the physical level with relaxation and exercises for your eyes, how to improve your visual capital, how to take care of your visual capital at the chemical level, eating well to see better, how to improve your eyesight, freeing the emotions that keep you from seeing, how to use the power of your mind to see better and better, how to optimize your use of light and energy to accelerate your vision improvement, and 6, how to have good habits and learn to see well every day so that it becomes your new normal. It takes the same amount of time to use your eyes wrong and see worse and worse every day, or to use your eyes properly and see better and better every day. And so today we're going to dive deeper in those 6 levels so you understand better the importance of working with them at the same time if you really want to transform your eyesight and your life inside and out in a 100% natural way with simple and fun exercises. And we'll talk about, and with things that you can find at home. And we'll talk about that 7th level that is surprise. But first, I want to teach you some exercises that you're going to love and that you can add to the sunning, the palming, the instant focusing technique, the translation of the meaning of symptoms, and others that I've been teaching you in the previous lessons. And before I dive into the exercises, I also want to tell you that I know how hard it is not to see well, the frustration, the fear, the sensation of being powerless, and even the sensation to feel that you are getting old all of a sudden when your eyesight declines, because I've had in 3 different moments in my life up to 6 eyesight symptoms: strabismus, amblyopia, myopia, diplopia, astigmatism, and presbyopia. So a squint, a lazy eye, I was nearsighted, I had double vision, I had astigmatism, and then I needed reading glasses. And all the times that I've been diagnosed with these symptoms, I was able to get rid of them in record time, and I've never had to use glasses or get surgery. And I'm not getting younger over time, right? And not only me, but I have supported personally and with my team thousands and thousands and thousands of students for free. I've already told you about, and in the advanced program, also more than 21,000 people in more than 100 countries to improve their eyesight. So I know the process, I know it for myself, and I know how to support others to improve their eyesight. And it's a game changer. It's a before and after. We have more than 1,000 video testimonials of people improving in Spanish, English, French, and written testimonials. Oh my God, we have thousands and thousands of them. Anyway, let me see. Do we have some participants from former groups? Oh, there's Juliet from the US Virgin Islands. Always nice to see you. And I see that Sania has already registered to the ClearSight Method. Nice to see you. And we also have Ghislaine from France, Susan from Canada, Jenny from the United States, Roya from the USA, Shelley from the USA, Anne from the USA, Perry from the USA, Frank from Canada, Kirsten from the States, Karen from the USA, Maureen and Lupita and Vivian also from the USA, and Jack Willie from the Netherlands that have registered so far to the ClearSight Method. Amazing during the session. That's great that are visiting here. And we also have people that are coming back and want to participate again. So Elisa Shore from the States, Elizabeth Brown from the Ivory Coast, Teresa Crawford from Ireland, Lawrence Daniels from the UK, Larry Smith from the USA, and Siulal Vish from South Africa. So nice to have you back. Very, very nice. And Diana Delgado also, who's being trained as a vision coach. Yay! So anyway, really, you can be certain that in the more than 20 years that I've been helping an increasing number of people to see well with their own eyes, I'm certain that I've already had among the participants of my workshops, conferences, classes, and consultations, somebody that had the same vision problem that you have and that has improved their eyesight with my help. From intense use of screens to cataracts and macular degeneration, glaucoma, going through more common eyesight symptoms such as nearsightedness, astigmatism, hyperopia, or the need for reading glasses. And if the internet works well enough, maybe I'll be able to show you a few testimonials, a few video testimonials selected from the more than 1,000 cases that we've had over time. But first, as I promised, let's go with some exercises that are going to help you improve your eyesight further in a fun and easy way with natural and scientifically validated techniques. So this is a moment where you need to go get the tools that I already told you. So a ball and Post-it notes, some different color markers. It's the outside that needs to be different. So clothespins and a clothes string for hanging and drying in the sun. Some shiny object, it could be anything, right? You could have a finger puppet or you can paint your finger. And that's about it, okay? So are you ready to start the exercises? Yes? Okay, good. And I am afraid that because I got kicked out of the room and I came back again, I probably cannot see the chat from before. So I will need the assistance of the team to put on my document all the questions that people have been asking so that I can answer to those questions at some point, because I had seen there were questions, yeah, and now I don't see anything. Okay, anyway, so are you ready for, so I see there's also Carol from Montreal in Florida. Are you ready for the exercises? If so, I would like to invite you to remove eyeglasses and contacts if you have any. Remove them from your eyes because you're going to notice how you see once you remove the glasses. And it's not a judgment, it's not a contest, it's not an exam, it's just to have a starting point, yes, to see how well you're seeing at this moment, yeah? Pamela, can you come back? Because I want to ask you to do this between the two of us. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so let's remove glasses, contacts, if we had any, and take a glance around to notice how well we can see the quality of light, how well we can see colors and different shades of color, how well we can see texture and details. If we have letters of different sizes at different distances, so have a glance and look and notice how well you can see those letters. How wide is the visual field? The awareness of the visual field, and even how well you see the volume, the 3D of objects or contrast between black and white. And this is just to take note how well or how bad you see, because with the practices we're going to do, you will have the opportunity to compare what has changed, what is different, what changes. And the first exercise that I would like to invite us to do involves a Post-it note and a ball. Do you also have them, Pamela, around? Yay. Okay, you can also use a piece of cardboard and a piece of scotch. That also works, yes. So
Yes.
And any
The glue
ball,
is not working, so
it's okay.
what I have.
And even what you throw around doesn't even need to be round. I think you have a little heart, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I switch?
So a squishy heart. Mine is a squishy ball. Okay. So we're going to start by covering. So by letting see rather our the eye that sees better if we have a difference between our two eyes, or the directive eye. Yes, if we know which one it is. So typically the directive eye is the eye that we would use to look through a camera, for example, or a telescope or a microscope. We would naturally put it on that eye. Yeah. So you're going to cover the other one and you're going to let see that eye. And the way you're going to cover it, and we're not using an eye patch, we're using a post-it note on purpose so that it leaves the side active. The peripheral view is visible, can see, yeah? And so you glue them on the forehead. It should go following the line of your nose, yes, covering the central vision of that eye, but leaving the periphery active, yeah? And now that you have covered your eye, so we only have one eye. And why do we want to stimulate our eyes separately? Because the eyes are the only organs in the body that send information to both brain hemispheres. They have a more complex relationship with our brain. And so when we isolate, seeing with one eye and seeing with the other eye, our brain can first best take advantage of what's going on, the connection between the brain and that eye, and then the other eye, and then it can put it together. It's like when you have two kids, you don't always go everywhere with both kids all the time, right? You want to develop a special relationship with each of the kids separately and also together. So that's what we're going to do now. And we're going to do it in a fun way. So you just take a ball and you're going to throw it with both hands first. Yes, I'm going to let you guide this, Pamela, with both hands and then one hand and then the other, because I need to close the door. So
Yes.
you continue.
So we throw the ball. It doesn't matter if fell the ball, so that's kind of funny, right? Like sometimes can fell at the floor and we need to go to get it. So we switch from two hands to one hand. Oops, and that's the funny piece. Like this is a game and a way to enjoy and move our eyes. Our eyes are moving all the time, trying to follow the ball, and it's a way that naturally stimulate the movement or our eye. So we will keep doing that. You can pass the ball from one hand to the other one. Could be a little bit hard at the beginning, but then you will get the flow. And again, if it's fell, it doesn't matter.
You laugh if it
And
falls. It's a good reason to
yeah,
laugh.
yeah.
Yeah. So you can throw it with both hands, with one hand, with the other hand. It's a bit more difficult when you do it with just one hand, especially when you do it with your non-directive hand. But as the ball falls, you just laugh and then continue. And over time, you improve with this practice. And the best part is that not only your eyesight improves, but your brain improves. This is also good gymnastics for keeping your brain young and doing things in different ways. Yes? Maybe you already mentioned this while I was closing the door. Okay, so we can do this for a little while. We can throw also the ball at different heights. Then it makes us look at different distances because we're following the trajectory of the ball. Okay, now we're going to stop for now. We're going to close the eyes, remove the post-it note, and just take a moment to notice the difference between the sensations of the eye that was practicing, that was seeing, and the sensations of the other eye. How is it for you, Pamela? What are the sensations that you have?
My sensations, I know I feel more moisturized my eye. The one I was playing around, more fresh,
Yep,
like more awake, if I can
yep,
say it in that way. It's a
Yep.
really good sensation.
So it's interesting to notice that the eye that was quote, quote, working, the eye that was playing actually feels better. It's the eye that feels refreshed, stimulated, relaxed. So actually looking at different distances and being interested in objects in movement relaxes and helps the eyes to feel better. So now we're going to do the same, but with the other eye. So you're going to put the Post-it note covering the eye that sees better, the eye that we just played with. And now you would spend twice the time with the other eye. So why did we start with the eye that sees better? Because it's the one that is used, we can start already, it's the one that is used to sing and to have the leading voice. So we want to give it its place to recognize how important it is for us. But then we want to give twice the time the other eye that is less active, so that the brain takes it into account more and that it's more stimulated. And we start the same way. We start with both hands, and maybe in the beginning we have a harder time to catch it because this eye is less used to being active. That's okay. If the ball falls, we laugh, and it's all good. Yeah, then we're going to do the same with just one hand. Maybe with a directive hand, it's easier. Then with the other hand, yeah, we can vary the distances. I sprained my wrist a little bit on my left hand, so it's a bit more difficult because I have a little bit of pain. But anyway, and then like Pamela was suggesting, you can pass it from one hand to the other. That's another way too. And we're not going to spend a very long time now with this eye because I want to explain more exercises to you. But of course, at home, you can do this as long as you want. And you can stimulate the second eye again twice the time that you did for the first one. If there's a difference or one eye sees less. Yes? Okay, and now we can stop and we can notice again, we can remove the Post-it from our forehead, and we can take a moment to notice now how the eyes feel. And what's your experience, Pamela? How do your eyes feel now that you've stimulated both of them?
Both feel better.
Mm-hmm.
They both feel more fresh, moisturized, happy,
More relaxed, absolutely.
relaxed. Yes.
More soft, more alive, more vibrant. And I'd like to know if that's your case as well. So anyway, we're going to do a little palming before we open our eyes again. And after we'll ask you about your experience. So you know how the palming goes. You shake your hands or you rub them against each other so they're relaxed and they're warm. And you make a shape of a cup or a spoon with them. You put the fingers on your forehead. You cup your eyes with your hands, with your palms. That's why it's called palming, because it's the palm that goes to the eye, not the fingers. And you make sure that you can breathe. You can put your elbows on a table or a cushion or on your knees, whatever's more comfortable for you. And while you feel the warmth of your hands helping relax your eyes even more, you also notice with your eyes closed how it's very, very dark. And you can imagine the black that you see getting darker and darker. And you can imagine something to increase your perception of darkness. For example, you could imagine a black horse. You could imagine a black panther. You could imagine a black cloak of a magician. You could imagine the ball number 8 when you play pool. Or you could simply imagine ink that's falling on your closed eyelids. And as the ink is falling, it's spreading, giving a darker sensation of your closed eyes. So keep imagining the black getting darker and darker. And as you do that, notice how your eyes are relaxing, how your mind is relaxing. And make sure also that your breathing slow and deep. Yeah, you could do palming as long as you want. The only heads up or caveat is for people who have high intraocular pressure. You shouldn't do it more than 5 minutes at a time. But if you don't have high intraocular pressure or glaucoma, you can do the palming as long as you want. But because I want to teach you other exercises, we're going to keep it short. So we'll just stop in a moment now. And so how do you stop palming? A very nice way to do it is to keep your eyes closed and to keep your hands on your eyes, and you make your posture straight again. And while keeping your eyes closed, you're going to remove the hands from your closed eyelids. And while you do that very slowly, notice the colors that you see in your closed eyelids. It could be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And as you remove your hands from your closed eyes, this color is going to change until it doesn't change anymore. So then it's the perfect time to yawn, stretch, moan. Make sure that you remove tensions from your neck, from your head, from your arms, from your back. In this way, you also help the fascias, the connective tissue that connects the muscles, the focusing muscles in your eyes with other parts of your body. You get more oxygen, more relaxation, and you still have your eyes closed. And now, how are you going to open them? You're not going to open them at once, but you're going to blink like a butterfly, very quickly and very soft, so that you get your eyes used to the light again in the atmosphere around you. And then by blinking like this, you also encourage your eyes to keep blinking. And then you can look around and notice what has changed and how you see different and better. So, for example, look at how you see letters of different sizes at different distances. Maybe even the letters on this screen, and see how it has changed. Maybe you see them better, or you see even smaller letters or more lines on your eye charts and my small print pages that we gave you. And you can also notice details and texture, and you may notice that you actually see them better. Maybe you notice more nuances of colors. Maybe you notice the volume of things, the 3D of things better. Or maybe there's more contrast or a wider visual field. So Pamela, for example, what are you noticing different?
I noticed, as you mentioned, more white, the room where I am, the colors are more colorful, more shining, the colors. I can perceive that different before and now, and definitely more relaxed.
Yes. So for me, yeah, I also see volumes better, texture better, contrast, letters better. So yeah, even when you have good eyesight, if you practice, you notice that there's a difference when you do practice. Yeah. And again, team, I'm asking you if you could paste all the questions that were in the chat in the document that I have, because since I was kicked out of the room and came back, I don't see any of them. So I believe it's Elia that it's with us today. So please, could you copy and paste and put everything on the document that I can see. Anyway, let's continue with the exercises. So now we're going also to use the Post-it notes, but we're going to use it in a different way. So you're going to take the one that you were using, and you're going to, in a very do-it-yourself way, you're going to measure the distance between your pupils, approximately. And you're going to fold the Post-it note at the distance of your pupils, yeah? It's going to glue a little bit less well, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. So you're going to put it in the middle of your forehead in a way that it's going to cover from pupil to pupil, like this. So what are we doing here? We are covering this portion of the visual field that has vision from both eyes. The part that allows for binocularity and for seeing in 3D, where the brain takes into account information from both eyes and can make that portion that is double. So we're going to stimulate the peripheral view. And why? Because usually we forget about it, especially if we're wearing glasses with the frame. They don't allow us to pay attention at the periphery. And the more we pay attention and we stimulate the periphery, besides the direct effect for the periphery itself, it actually relaxes our eyes as a whole, and it's also better for central vision. So we're going to use our hands that we always have at hand, and we're going to move them in different ways, like in circles, like Pamela was doing, or as a star, or we can move them up and down in any way. And our eyes are going to notice the movement because the cells in the periphery are more stimulated by movement and contrast of light. We can also do it further away to the limits of our peripheral view, and it's going to notice our fingers moving. And this, we can also do it with a shiny object. Yeah. For example, I have my little party. Little shiny things, yeah. So again, you can move it in different manners, all over and around the eyes, in circles or in a star-like way. And you can also use a ball. It could be a colorful ball or it could be a plain ball. And you're going to move it in front of this patched central part of your vision. And there's a moment where the brain doesn't completely see the ball because it's in the middle, but the brain is going to imagine and remember what it saw. So it's also good training for the brain, for the eyes and also for the brain. You could also throw it from one hand to the other. Yeah, and it does the same. Your eyes are looking at the distance, like at the horizon. You could also follow the ball with your eyes, and it would be a different exercise. But here, the idea is to look far away. Okay, so now we're going to go further. And we're going to take 2 Post-it notes. We're going to glue them together to make a bigger patch. And we're going to put it in front of the one we already have. So now it's covering a larger portion of our visual field. And we're going to do the same. So I see, Pamela, that you're still preparing yours, but I'm going to start in the meantime. You're going to do the same. You could do the ball that you pass from one hand to the other, or that you do with one hand, or you could throw the ball. It's maybe a bit difficult to catch because you don't see the whole trajectory. That's okay. Yeah, so you can do it with the ball. You can also do it with your fingers, with your hands. And you can also do it with the, oopsie, Post-it's falling. You can also do it with the shiny objects. Shiny objects in rounds and stars. Stimulating also further away. Okay, are you okay, Pamela?
Yes, one Post-it left, but
okay. So that's okay. So we're going to take more Post-its and we're actually going to put a bigger patch. So you're going to glue them together, but this time you're going to make it a lot bigger. Yeah. And you're going to put it in front of your eyes. Yes. So now the portion that is covered is a lot bigger. Okay. And you can take again a ball and you can pass it from one hand to the other. Maybe I have a sweaty forehead because the Post-its are falling too. Anyway, so you pass from one hand to the other, while with your eyes you're looking at the horizon. Yes, and now you can do it with your fingers. And now you can do it with shiny objects. Okay, and now we've done a little bit of everything. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to remove all the Post-its. And we're going first to take the time to notice how our eyes feel. They could be more relaxed, more vibrant. We have a sensation that they're wider. What are your sensations, Pamela?
They feel relaxed. They feel more vibrant, as you mentioned. They feel more fresh.
Okay, so we're going to do a second palming. And I'm going to invite you to guide this palming, Pamela. So then it'll be a bit different from mine. You can take your hands, rub them. Yeah, go ahead.
Rub hands. Put your hands covering your eyes. You can put your forehand in your hands and relax there. Remember to keep your eyes closed. And just feel how your eyes are doing. What change? What are the colors you are seeing right now? And little by little, we will focus on the black color. We can imagine a black object, like a black hat, for example, a black screen, and we focus on that color, and we let our eyes enjoy the black color. This is a way where our eyes enjoy more, or we stimulate more the exercise that we already did. So we take more advantage of it while we are doing the palming and imagine the black color. Remember to breathe and just relax. And now remember the steps to finish the palming. We are going to take out our hands and keep our eyes closed. And then we will start to see in different colors. Could be red, orange, and we get used to that colors. And when we get used to them, we can start blinking slow. And coming back to the room where we are. Notice the colors, what change, what objects you can notice more than before. Could be letters, colors, textures, shapes. And that's it.
Okay, very, very good. Very, very good. So now you can see, indeed, how do you see? How is your experience of light, colors, texture, 3D, contrast, different sizes of letters at different distances? And what is different? With this exercise, typically, besides seeing better colors and textures and everything else that we mentioned, you probably feel an expanded awareness of your visual field, and it looks as if the world is bigger or the room is bigger. Is that your experience,
Yes.
Pamela? It's definitely mine.
Yes, mine
Okay.
too.
Okay, great. So the next exercise can be done just with your finger, or you could do it with a finger puppet, or you could paint something on your finger. I don't know if you have one also, Pamela.
I have a pen with a little
Yeah, absolutely. You could also use something like
figure.
this.
Yeah.
Yes. You could also use a pen with a figure, yes, or like a little shiny object with a stick. Yeah. Oh, I see you have a whole collection.
Yes, I
Well,
have to.
I'm going to use this object too. So you're going to do the shape of a 8 that's laying, or the symbol of the infinite, or as if you were drawing the frames of your glasses. And you're going to look at it with your eyes. You're going to go up in the middle where your nose is and down on the sides. And you're going to look at this shiny object while you do the movement with your eyes. In principle, you can do it in 3 ways. You could do just your eyes, or you could do your eyes and your head. Or you could do your eyes, your head, and your body. If you have space to move around, well, we're here on camera, so we're not going to move from in front of it, right? But you could do it and make wide movements, yes? So for the purpose of just illustrating it now, I'm going to just do it with my eyes, or my eyes and my head. But you could practice all 3 ways, yes? So you are moving the shiny object at a certain distance, doing a certain size of the 8, but you could make the 8 smaller, or you could make it wider, and that's also a way to change the exercise and to stimulate your eyes in different ways. You could also do it closer to you to stimulate the near sight, or you could do it further away to stimulate further vision. You could do it slower, and you could do it faster. And these variations, well, first of all, this movement is allowing for all your recti and oblique muscles to coordinate and for both eyes to work better together. But when you're moving the distances and the speeds and the sizes, then you're helping your muscles to move in different ways. And when you do it slowly, you may notice that there's certain parts of your visual field where you feel some tension. So you can observe that, and you can send the intention of relaxation to your eyes when you're looking on that side to make it easier and more pleasant. Okay? So this is another practice that you can do. And we're not going to do another palming immediately. We're going to keep doing other practices. Now we're going to take a puppet, or you could keep your shiny object, but I'm going to use a finger puppet. I have a little piggy here, and I have another hypo here. Yeah, whatever you want. And so you're going to start with your shiny object near your nose, and you're going to look at it with both eyes, and you're going to put it further from you and keep looking at it, and then close again, looking at it. When it's a shiny object that's fun to look at, it's going to be even more attractive for your eyes to follow the movement. And this exercise is very good to coordinate both eyes looking into the same distance to the same object. Yeah, you could change fingers if one arm gets tired. And depending if you have presbyopia, hyperopia, or myopia, or said in other words, depending if you're nearsighted or farsighted, you're going to use your breathing in a different way. So if you're farsighted or have a presbyopia, that is, if you have a challenge to see near you, then you're going to exhale when you're bringing the object near you, because with the exhalation, you get relaxed and you want to look in a relaxed way near you to see better at the distance. And you inhale when you're looking further away. So for far-sighted people who want to see near, exhale as you place it near you, and inhale when you're bringing it further away. And for nearsighted people, it's the opposite. You're going to exhale as you're looking far away because you want to bring relaxation to see further away, and you inhale when you bring it nearer. Okay? So you could do this as many times as it feels fun to do. And it's very nice that you're showing it sideways as I'm showing it to the front. Yeah, so then people have different perspectives. So another game that you can do that also helps with the coordination between the eyes is the Brock cord or a variation on it. And that's why we have the clothesline and the pins for clothes. I see you have the more official standard Brock cord. I have the do-it-yourself version. So both of them work, right? So you could hang one side to a piece of furniture at home at the same height as your nose, or you could hold it yourself, like I'm going to do, like we're going to do, or you could hold it with someone else. If Pamela and I were together, yeah, we could each be at each side of the string. So she's going to show it to the side, and I'm going to show it to the front. So we have different colors, and they're in different order. And we're going to look at the different colors. For example, green, blue, red, yellow, red, blue, green. And then you could change yellow, blue, red, green, blue, yellow, red, blue, green, yellow, green, blue, red, yellow. And now you can be the one leading, Pamela. So we have to look at the distance that the person is saying. You go ahead.
Blue, red, yellow, green, orange, orange, green, yellow, red, blue, blue, red, yellow, green, orange, orange, green, yellow, red, blue. And if I can add also, Ainhoa,
Yes.
remember to blink.
And breathe.
Breathe, yes, both
Yes.
in blink and breathe.
Yes, absolutely.
When you are going through one color to the other one, remember always blink and breathe.
Yes, and smile as you're doing this. Then you're telling your brain that this is fun, yes, so that you want to do it more, and your face is relaxed, and your eyes can get a better chance to be relaxed. And maybe you didn't make it right when the other person was saying the colors. That's okay, because nevertheless, you're changing the focus of your eyes. And maybe as you were doing this, you started noticing an effect that we're going to talk about. And that is that you were noticing the string or certain parts of the string or certain pins double. So now we're going to do the same, but without the pins. So you're going to remove the pins or the balls or move them so that you only have the string, right? You're going to do the same, but this time you're going to move your gaze through the string alone from the one extreme to the other extreme. You could start from the nose to the furthest away side, or vice versa. Yeah, you can change your arms if your arms are getting tired. Yeah, and as you are looking through the string, you may be noticing a very interesting effect that I can only illustrate with my arms, because this is something that you see, but that we cannot show with the strings themselves. So when you look near your nose, you see like a V, and when you look on the side, like along the string, you see like an X. And when you're looking at the furthest away side, you're seeing like an A. So it makes A, X, V, X, A, X, V, X, A, X, V. And if you're seeing that, there's nothing wrong with your eyes. On the contrary, your brain is taking into account the information that each is sending, because there's a distance between the two, so they don't see exactly the same. We see unified where we're looking precisely at, but all the other distances that we're not looking at, we have information from both eyes And we can see it when we pay attention. We're not used to paying attention, but in this practice, it's very good to notice. Okay, and this is also not just training the coordination between your eyes, but it's also training your brain for binocularity, for taking into account both eyes. And this also helps for 3D vision, and it also helps when you have a strabismus or when you have a lazy eye. It's very, very useful. Now, another way to train binocularity, do you also have 2 different pens of different
Yes.
colors? Yes. Mine are yellow and, okay, yours are blue and yellow. Okay, so I'm going to use orange and green, so they're different. Yeah. So how are we going to do this? You're going to put the one string on your hand and the other one more or less at the distance of your elbow. Yes. And you put both of them in front of you. Yeah, she's going to do it on the side and I'll do it looking in front. Yes. And so you're going to choose which distance you're going to look at. For example, I'm going to look far away now. First, I'm going to look at my orange pen, the furthest away. And as I'm looking at the further pen, I'm moving the one that's near. And I'll notice with my peripheral view that I actually see 2 green pens in my case, because that's the color that's near me, as I'm looking at the further away one. So for Pamela, she's actually seeing 2 yellow pens when she's looking at the blue one, right? And now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to look at the near one. So we're going to look a little bit crossed eyes because we're looking near. And as we're looking at the near one, we move the one that's further away, and we're going to see 2 of them dancing, 2 of them in the further away. So in Pamela's case, she's seeing 1 yellow one. That's the one she's looking at, and she sees 2 blue ones. Yes, I'd like to know if you have noticed this effect. And we're going to do one last practice, which is for stimulating peripheral view. We said how important it is peripheral view in relation with central view. And actually this last exercise that we teach together, it pays attention at both and it integrates our awareness of both. So we're going to look at one finger or one puppet, one shiny object, and we're going to move at the same time. So the puppet that we're looking at, we may be paying attention at details of the puppet. So that's stimulating. It could be also our fingernail. It's stimulating our central vision that is capable of seeing details and colors much better. But as we're moving, the peripheral view is also stimulated because we notice the movement in the rest of the room. And actually, there's something very interesting happening is that although it's us moving, we have the impression from what we see in our visual field that it's the world that it's spinning the opposite direction, and that is called apparent movement. And in this way, we're stimulating at the same time our peripheral view through apparent movement and our central view through looking at the little puppet. We could change fingers, of course, so to distribute the effort between the arms, and we keep doing the same. This is also extremely, extremely good to relax the eyes and to become friends again with our awareness of movement. Of course, we could do this also when we're going on a bicycle or on a motorbike or riding a car or just walking or running. And as we're advancing, we can notice how reality is going the opposite direction in a beautiful dance that we can observe on the sides of our eyes. Okay, and now we've done the last practices, keeping our eyes open, but we can still notice how our eyes feel. They're certainly more refreshed, more vibrant. And if we look around, we can see details and textures and contrast, and our visual field is wider. At least that's my experience at this very moment. And we can see also letters of different sizes better at different distances. Is that your experience as well, Pamela?
Yes, it's my experience as well.
So we're going to do a last little palming. So you can rub your hands or relax them. shaking them, put them as a spoon-like position, cup your eyes, put the fingers in the forehead, make sure that you can breathe, and notice how the quality of the black that you see has changed. The better your eyes are doing, the darker you see the black when you close your eyes and you cover them with palming. Is the black darker for you also, Pamela, on this third palming? It is for me, certainly.
Yes. Well, it's a little bit more dark for
Mm-hmm.
me. Yeah.
Good. And on the top of what you see directly, you can imagine that the black gets darker and darker, for example, with ink that's falling on your closed eyelids. And at the same time, you pay attention at your breathing and you make sure that you inhale slowly and deeply. And that when you exhale, you relax even more. And you inhale slowly and deeply. And as you exhale, you relax even more. And you inhale slowly and deeply. And as you exhale, you relax even more. And we could keep doing palming as long as we want, but we're going to stop here. And while keeping the eyes closed and the hands on the face, we're going to make our position straight. And we're going to remove very gently and slowly the hands from our closed eyelids on our face. And notice the colors that you see on your closed eyelids. It could be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple. The color that you see depends on where you are, what you've been doing before, how you feel, what's the light in the atmosphere. So it just doesn't matter. It could be any color. Just notice when the color doesn't change anymore. And then you can stretch and sigh and moan. Oh, relaxing the upper part of your body, stretching like a cat. Okay. And that helps with the fascias, with the connective tissue to make more relaxation on your shoulders, your neck, your head, and that also helps your eyes relax. Yeah, and when you feel ready, this time we're going to finish the palming in a different way. Instead of blinking like a butterfly, we're going to take snapshots, which is the opposite of blinking. So we open our eyes, we close them immediately, and we remember what we saw as long as we possibly can. And when we cannot remember it anymore, then we imagine what we saw. Memory and imagination are very linked to eyesight, so we also want to train them that way. And now we can turn around and take a snapshot of another part of the room. We open our eyes, we close them immediately, and then we remember what we saw as long as we can. And when we cannot remember anymore, then we imagine. And then we're going to look at a different part of the room. We're going to open our eyes, look and close them immediately, and then remember what we saw. And then imagine what we saw as long as we possibly can. And we could do this 5 to 10 times, but now we're just going to blink like a butterfly again to finish the palming. And notice again what has changed, how we can see around. What is different? Okay, and every time we palm, it's likely that we see the colors better because that's when our cartridges of ink in the printer of our eye are replenished with quote, quote, so-called ink for the eye. So the opsins, which are the proteins that allow us to see colors. Yeah, and shades and contrast between black and white. So I'd like to hear, if you have the opportunity to type in the chat, what has been the experience so far and what has changed for your eyesight. And you'll notice that only just practicing for a few minutes, it can very noticeably and very tangible improve your eyesight. Yes? Okay. So I'm seeing that there's a few comments. Glenda is saying that the last movement, I imagine it's the apparent movement, makes you dizzy. Well, it may happen when you haven't been paying attention at your peripheral view and apparent movement. You could do this without turning. You could do it just walking. For example, you go for a walk in a park, in a beautiful place. And while you're walking forward, just notice how things are moving the opposite direction. And the more you do that, the easier it will become. And like the member of the team mentions, it can happen that while you're improving your eyesight, you may have for a while some sensations that in the moment are not pleasant, but are a sign that your eyesight is improving. Like you could have weird sensations in the eyes, or a slight headache, or a bit of dizziness, or actually sensations of nausea or tension in your stomach. And all these signs are telling you that there's body adjustments that are happening so that you can see better. Yeah? Bobby's saying, this is awesome. My eyes are more relaxed. So I would love to ask you to raise your hands and see your hands and faces. If you see better, if your eyes are more relaxed, if they're more moist, more expanded, more vibrant, you see colors better, contrast better. 3D is also something that changes with these exercises, seeing the empty space or the volume of things. And this is very, very interesting. Okay, so much that you have noticed during the couple weeks that we were doing the the Wake Up Your Eyes free masterclass, and certainly today with the exercises that we taught. And now imagine if instead of just practicing a few minutes for a couple weeks, you could actually practice for 6 weeks in a row, and including more practices and exercises and more levels for vision improvement. Well, I can tell you that the experience of people who do that is that they transform their eyesight and their vision forever. It's a before and after. It's a game changer for them. And you've heard many of the stories in the past couple of weeks. So I would like to take the time to tell you about the ClearSight Method, the advanced program as a whole, if I may. I don't know if you want to stay with me, Pamela, or you want to go to the background to keep answering questions and supporting people. What would you rather do,
Yes.
Pamela?
I will be in the background. If you
Okay.
need me, let me know.
Okay. If for some reason, the connection is lost, come back like you did before so that we can continue. Anyway, so I would like to tell you how the ClearSight Method is structured in the advanced program, in case you want to be part of that much smaller group of people that I and my team are going to support through Clarity in the next 6 weeks, to do a process of vision improvement much easier, faster, safer, more fun, more deeper and lasting longer. The ClearSight Method is the result of my more than 20 years of research on natural vision improvement from the University of Toulouse, where I have been the director of the Masters of Health Education, and also in the International University of Human Development and Leadership, where I'm currently the director of the Vision Coach degree and of the International Center for Vision Coaching. So it's the synthesis of my own research, as well as the experiences of other experts in the areas of ophthalmology, optometry, neurophysiology, neurosciences, nutrition, the study of posture, psychology, epigenetics, the study of the effects of light on health and eyesight, and also human and social sciences, such as history, anthropology, and sociology, even if that may be more surprising. And of course, of natural vision improvement, all of them supporting the principles of not only natural vision improvement, but the ClearSight Method that I'm sharing. The difference is that in the ClearSight Method, everything is organized in a clear and simple step-by-step way, accessible for everyone, and at a much, much lower price than the Masters of Health Education that I teach at the University of Toulouse, that costs over $10,000, 10,000 euros actually. And now that I've said this, let's go with the 6 levels of vision improvement that coincide with how the advanced program is structured. Because the idea is that through 6 weeks, you do a process of re-education so that you can learn how to improve your eyesight and making your seeing clear a new normal so that it becomes a permanent change. Yes, and that is done working at these 6 levels. So each week we introduce one level. As soon as you register in the course and you validate the payment, and we showed last weekend how there's many different ways of paying depending on the countries where you are, you'll have access to the students area, the participants area, and you will have access to a welcome module. So we're closing the registration tomorrow because we're going to have a live welcome and orientation session on Monday, and then you will have all week to look at this orientation module that will explain to you how to organize your space, your time, how to measure your improvements every day so that you notice what is being helpful for you specifically, and that you can take conclusions to optimize your practices until you can let go of glasses and lenses. This is very important to make the most out of the course. Once you've done the orientation module, then the following week, you will start at the physical level. And in that module, you will learn different ways of relaxing your eyes and exercises that you can do to move and stimulate the recti and oblique muscles and the ciliary muscles in your eyes that are responsible for focusing. You will also learn the 5 principles of natural vision improvement, and you will learn daily habits to use your eyes well and see better and better every day that are based on the structure, the anatomy, and the physiology of your eyes. And because different people are different and respond to different stimuli and have different usage of time, we'll also give you different styles of relaxation with different lengths. You learn techniques that you can use 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, or closer to 1 hour, so that whatever is your situation or how tight is your schedule, you can always find something you can do that day to relax your eyes and improve your eyesight. You'll also have activities and exercises that are easy to do, that are fun, that you can share with your kids, your family, your friends, where everyone can improve their eyesight with no effort. This module is super important so that you have the basis of vision improvement, and so that you understand why and how you can keep improving with the following modules. In the second module, you're going to learn how to see better, how to eat better to see better. If your eyesight has started decreasing, it could be the first sign of a health that's deteriorating because of bad nutrition or too much toxicity. And if you don't do anything, this could also affect other areas of your health and your body with other sicknesses. The moment you start eating better to see better, not only are you going to improve your eyesight, but you will also improve your general health for a better health and well-being for the rest of your life. The eyes are very delicate and complex, and they respond to the balances in nutrients and also to the excess of toxicity in the body. So you will learn how to pay attention to that, and you'll know what to do exactly. On the third week, we'll talk about the emotional level. This is super important because the problem with some other methods is that with exercises and nutrition, of course you improve, but you reach a certain limit. A lot of people reach a certain limit and they don't improve anymore. To keep improving, you'll have to go deeper into the emotional root causes of vision problems. And for me, this is a very important key to really get rid of eyesight issues. There's research showing that actually at least 88% of vision symptoms are related with emotional strain. And when you free the emotions that keep you from seeing, not only you see better, but you actually feel happier. You expand your way of being and living. And there's a lot of students that say that they would pay 10 times the price of the course just for the emotional level. And then for the more cerebral types that maybe don't resonate so much with emotional aspects, you'll be very interested with the fourth level, the mental level, where you are going to improve your eyesight in a surprising way by training the power of your brain. Because the main organ of vision is not the eyes, it's the brain. The eyes are cameras that are capturing light impulses, but it's the brain processing the information and interpreting, and it's the brain allowing us to have a visual experience. And you can train your brain to see better. So I'm going to share with you several methods and techniques to train your brain to see better. And with this module, you could improve your eyesight even if you don't correct the refractive errors in the eyes. And we have examples, like my father doesn't like to do the exercises, but very interested in the mental level. And when he gets his eyesight checked up to renew his driving license, the ophthalmologist is super surprised because in the measure, he still has the refractive error, but he's capable of reading much, much smaller print near and further away, and to do all the tests for driving with a quality of eyesight that, quote, he shouldn't be able to have. So you can train your brain to see better. I'll teach you how to do that in Module 4. In Module 5, we will talk about how to optimize your use of light and energy to accelerate your vision improvement, because eyes need light to see, and seeing is a process that requires energy. And we'll talk about how you can take all the benefits from sunlight and from artificial light while avoiding the risks and the things that are not good for you. So we'll also teach you how to optimize the artificial light at home or in your workspace. We'll talk about all these aspects. And in this module, you're going to have a surprise with which you're also going to improve your eyesight in a surprising way, and which will allow you to take your vision improvement to the next level. In module number 6, we will talk about habits to see better. In the first 5 modules, you'll learn and experience with different techniques, and you will have identified those that are most helpful for you. And you will also have learned how to see better. And in this module, you are prepared to take these tools and practices that make your eyesight improvement and turn them into habits. So that automatically, systematically, day by day, you keep improving your eyesight beyond the class, and you don't become also dependent on the course, that you just take it in your daily life and do it automatically. And there's a 7th level, which is a surprise module that will allow you to take advantage of vision at a different level, the subtle level. So for this level to appear, it's an emerging level, an emerging property. You need to have improved your eyesight a lot already, which you will have done with the first 6 modules. And in this level, when you do things right in the previous one, you start to see things more clearly in your own life. Your eyes become your GPS guiding you through life. Your eyes will give you signs that allow you to choose where to go, what to do, with whom interact, and what to think and how to feel, to go towards clarity in your life, to go towards light in your life. Again, this is subtle, but for many, many people, this is an extremely satisfying level because it's life transforming. This level actually allows people to improve their self-esteem, their relationships, and also the life path, because the eyes are the windows to the soul. And with this level, we make that saying become something tangible, something practical, something real that you can apply in your life. So in this course, you're going to learn, among other things, the 5 principles of natural vision improvement, 3 types of palming, so you can adapt the one that works best for you to your life. You are also going to learn the 4 rules to eat better and see better, the correspondences between symptoms and specific emotional tensions, the 13 laws of shape that help you train your mind to see better, the 4 types of artificial light and the ones that are best for your eyesight, the 5 fundamental habits to see well automatically, and much, much more. All of it explained in very short videos that you can see whenever you want, with easy to practice exercises that are fun and that you can integrate in your daily life with 100% natural techniques that you can do with things that you have at home, like we did today. And of course, with my support and the implication of my team and the vision coaches in training through the time of the course, as well as your fellow participants. And maybe you're wondering the price of all of this, although it was already stated and announced in video number 4. Well, I want to tell you that I have taken over 20 years to gather all this information and organize it into the easiest way in a step-by-step process, so you can have the best shortcut to have results in a fast, easy, and safe way, and fun. Last time I calculated how much I have invested to acquire my knowledge on natural vision improvement and to learn how to deliver it to you in an efficient way online, between courses, trips, workshops, trainings, research, etc. It's been over $100,000 I've invested. But of course, you're not going to pay even a fraction of that. You're not even going to pay close to the 10,500 euros that it costs to participate in the Masters of Health Education, where I teach this method at the University of Toulouse. You're also not going to pay the $6,000 or euros that a training to become a vision coach costs. The fee that is made available for everyone, easy for everyone, for the ClearSight method is only $697. And if you make your calculations, it's about half or 1/3 of the cost of good glasses that if you wear, you're going to have to change many times, and 1/10 of what surgery could cost. And actually, when you go through surgery, after some time, you're going to need glasses again. So between glasses and surgeries, you're going to be spending thousands and thousands of dollars in the next 20 years. Actually, if you're a woman that's 50 years old, between $16,000 and $36,000 in glasses, drops, surgeries, etc. So $697 is a much smaller investment, and you can keep the course for life. You can use it anytime. You can share it with your family. Plus, there's several bonuses, because most people want to improve their eyesight, to read, and reading is still the first source to get relevant information. So I have included the masterclass, how to use your passion for reading to take care of your eyes and improve your eyesight. And that masterclass has a value of $147. We also have another bonus because we live in a screen-intensive world. So how to take care of your eyes and see better, again, in a screen-intensive world. So that one is also valued in $147, and you get it for free when you register. And the bonus that is extremely important, and that is actually priceless, is the plans of 35 plans of exercises for all the symptoms that you may have or that your family may have. Yes, so to jumpstart you into the vision improvement. And in this occasion, we also have included a free session, a one-on-one session with a vision coach in training, and they're almost done. Yes, so there's a lot of value for a very small fraction of everything that you're getting. And you also have 15 days of guarantee if you get registered. And maybe I could have shown with the slides what we're talking about, right? Because some people are visual and they like to see, yes, everything that's included. Okay, so you have, of course, the 6 levels that we just talked about, the proven step-by-step system to better eyesight. And with the 6 levels, you have guided exercises and relaxations, weekly self-assessment forms, dedicated student support by me and the team, a private moderated WhatsApp group where the group dynamic is going to go in the next 6 weeks, lifetime access to all materials, and a 15 full-day money-back guarantee. And again, so this is the leading online natural vision improvement program that dramatically improves your eyesight without glasses, contacts, or surgery in a holistic way for just $697. And we include this fast-track symptom guide that I was talking about, the special masterclass for reading, and the special masterclass for screens and computers. Yes, and if you were wondering about when the live classes are going to happen, again, most of the course is pre-recorded, and you can watch it whenever you want, with a connection or without it. And we also have live classes with the welcome and orientation that's happening this Monday, April the 22nd. And then every 2 weeks, as you go through the physical and the chemical, the nutritional, we will have a live class to review it, answer questions, give you more exercises, and celebrate your success. And after the emotional and the mental level, we have another live class on Monday, May 27th. Yes, again, to go deeper, celebrate with you, teach you more, depending on your questions. And after the light and energy and the habits and lifestyle module, we will have our final session on June 10th. The live classes are happening at 10 a.m. LA time, Pacific time, Vancouver, LA, and 1 p.m. Eastern time, for example, New York or Toronto. And they're happening at 6 p.m. London and Dublin time, or 7 p.m. Amsterdam, Berlin, Rome, Madrid time. If you cannot attend live, which I would recommend, the next day you have the recordings uploaded in the platform. But in between and before those classes, you can follow the course in the pre-recorded videos that are in the platform that you can access instantly the moment that you register. Yes, and what are the plans by symptom that we include? So we have a plan for maintenance, yes, and prevention. So if you don't have particular issues, or once you recover a clear eyesight, how to keep taking care of your eyes, you can do that. You also have plans for common eye irritations like dry eyes, watery eyes, irritated eyes, pink eye and conjunctivitis, photophobia and sensitivity to light, floaters or myopsies, twitchings and spasms like blepharitis and blepharospasms, styes and cysts, phosphens and photopsies. And we also have plans, of course, for refractive errors such as myopia, hyperopia, presbyopia, and astigmatism, or in other words, nearsightedness, farsightedness, eye strain, and tired eyes that require glasses for reading, and astigmatism, and also for misalignments such as crossed eyes or strabismus, lazy eye or amblyopia, and diplopia or double vision. And if you have pathologies or eye diseases like cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, vitreous detachment, retinal detachment, retinitis pigmentosa, diabetic retinopathy or diabetes, ptosis and eyelid spasms, keratoconus, keratoglobus, keratitis, uveitis, optic neuritis, multiple sclerosis, optic nerve problems, after effects of strokes or cerebral vascular accidents, nystagmus, Stargardt's disease, Fuchs dystrophy, epiretinal membrane or subretinal membrane, toxoplasmosis, color blindness, or even blindness, we can help you. We have helped people that had all these things and more, and so we can help you as well. Yes? Okay, let's remove these slides. And voila, so that's all that you get. And I want to clarify that this course is helpful in 11 kinds of cases. If you want to prevent future vision problems, if you want to protect your eyes from screens, computers, tablets, cellular phones, and artificial environments, if you want to read everything you want with maximum efficiency and without damaging your eyes, if you want to stop wearing glasses or contacts and see clearly, even if you need them today for working 8 hours a day, I'll teach you how to do that. If you want to balance both eyes because you have different visions, or squint, or amblyopia, lazy eye, it's going to help you. If you want to get rid of one or several symptoms, whether they're mild or actually worrying, if you want to avoid surgery like short-sightedness or cataracts, if you want to improve eyesight after having had surgery, if you already have a pathology, and you want to improve your eyesight, and also if you want to help a person, a beloved person, like children or your spouse or your parents or a friend. Now, and this is the way it works, whomever wants to improve their eyesight, whether it's you or somebody else, you will have to apply what you're learning, because buying the course is not enough. You have to watch the lessons, do the practices, play the games, and persevere over time. But even if you practice 5 minutes a day, you're going to notice how it accumulates over time and you get positive results. And if you want to become a vision coach and you're interested in the certification to be a professional of natural vision improvement, with the only university diploma in the world to do that, well, the first step is to learn and know the ClearSight method and to apply it in yourself before you can teach others how to do it. Yes? So let me now check what questions we have around here. To see what I need to answer from the team. And thank you, Natalia. I see that you have put the questions. Yeah. Let me see. And let me see if I see anything else on the chat. Oh, I'm seeing Lexi saying, tell folks interested that I so recommend the course. Thank you, Lexi. So that's a comment from the chat. Also, Diana is saying, the ClearSight method is a long-term investment, not only for your eyes, but also for your whole body. Give it a try. You won't regret it. Okay, thank you, Diana. Okay. Carol is asking if there's a discounted price for repeat students. Absolutely. You just need to write to participants@clearsightmethod.com and you will get the link for that special price. Maybe the team is already answering you about this with the proper link. Okay, I see Lexi saying about the practices. I love how my field visions feel so enlarged. And how my eyes feel so alive. Totally awesome are the coordination exercises when left and right come together. Thanks for this. Bobby also was feeling the eyes more relaxed. Mike says the eyes are more relaxed also. That was about the practices. Okay. And let me see the questions that the team wrote in the document that we share in cases like this, that the internet goes away. So some people are asking, until when can I register? So tomorrow is the last day to register. Tomorrow is the last day to register. That's why we're doing this today, so you can solve any questions you may have. And what are the times of the live classes? So let me show it again, the presentation. Yeah. So these are the dates and these are the times. We always start at these times. Yes. And if you cannot attend live, they will be recorded and uploaded in the platform the next day. So you can watch the recording as soon as possible, very quickly. So is it recorded? The live classes happen live in Zoom, but then we upload the recording in the platform the next day. And the core of the course is pre-recorded in small videos that you can watch anytime. How long do I have access? You have access for life. We will do this group dynamic for 6 weeks to jumpstart you into having success very quickly, and so that you don't feel alone with the course. But after those 6 weeks, the WhatsApp group remains open and you have access to the platform for life. Yeah, so you can watch the course any other time. How can you watch it online and offline? Actually, Hotmart has a system that even if you don't have internet access in the moment, you could still watch the recordings from your device. Can you share it with someone in the family? Yes, you can share it with the people you live with. And actually, we love that. We want you to do that because then you practice together. And the same way you taught your kids to brush their teeth and comb their hair and take a shower and maybe drink water and put cream on their face and things like that, you can also now share these new practices for vision improvement, and everybody in the family can learn and improve. And what if you don't have WhatsApp? So Amy is asking how much of the course is on WhatsApp. I don't have a smartphone. What will I miss? So the course is all in the platform and in the live lessons. And you will get all the announcements and reminders by email. The portion that you're going to miss is the daily interaction with participants that happens on WhatsApp. But any support that you need from the team, the support team, and from me, from vision coaches that I personally trained, You can ask any question you have by email and you'll get the answers just the same. Okay, for those who want to know the price of the course in different currencies, you need to click. And actually, you have the button that's been visible for already an hour, and you have it also visible now for 1 more hour. You can click on it, and when you're in the cart, you're going to see the currency depending on where you live. Because, yeah, every country has different currencies, and Hotmart makes the conversion automatically. Okay, if you don't have a credit card, you can pay with PayPal, and there's different payment options. For each country, they may be different, but I'm certain there will be something that you can do. And what about the money back guarantee? So you have 15 days where you can try everything, look at the course, and if for whatever reason you're not enjoying it or you're not liking it, we give you 100% of what you paid back. And yes, there are installments. You can pay up to 3 installments, or if you have a credit card, probably you can choose if you'd rather pay in 12 installments. And the bonuses, are they for life? Yes. We will give you the bonuses a couple weeks after you start, because we want you to put the focus on the method first. And once we deliver the bonuses, you can keep them forever. Okay, and what is the difference between the Bates method and my method, and what is the difference between reading a book and the ClearSight method, asks Monica. Well, there's several differences. On the one hand, in terms of content, William Bates, he was amazing, he was a genius, he's the pioneer of natural vision improvement, and of course the main ideas of the Bates method are also included in the ClearSight method. But since then, there's been lots of research in neuroscience, neurophysiology, epigenetics, psychology, study of posture, study of sunlight in the body. And also, so I'm also including research, 100 years of research that do not necessarily come from Bates on the one hand. And on the other hand, our lifestyle has changed a lot since William Bates. Like our nutrition has changed, we move less, we spend more time in artificial environments, we have computers, we have screens. All of that was not considered by William Bates because it wasn't relevant at the time, and it is for us. So the ClearSight method program is much more adapted to contemporary life and lifestyle, and habits. And what's the difference between reading a book and participating in the method? Well, there's a huge difference. First of all, the book, again, may be updated or not, but when you're reading the book, you're alone with the book. You don't have guidance, you cannot ask questions, you don't have a community, you don't have vision coaches with you. Again, it's your choice, you can do it however you want, but in my experience, the commitment, the engagement, the practice, and the fun, and the relevance is a lot better when you take a course like this one. Okay, more questions. I see Esther is asking, does the ClearSight method improve with intraocular pressure? Absolutely. We have plenty of people mentioning that when they go back to their ophthalmologist, to their eye doctor, because they're making the follow-up for that to make sure that they're not getting glaucoma, and the doctor tells them that their intraocular pressure has become normal. So it does work for that. Dennis is also asking if it works for floaters. It does. And for presbyopia, it also works for presbyopia. So I have plenty of testimonials in Spanish, in English, in French, but because the internet is not very, very strong at this moment, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to show them. Okay, presbyopia, I have plenty of them. For example, let's show Jaime Flaque talking about presbyopia.
I am Jaime Flaque. I actually signed up for Ainhoa's course because I found it very interesting. There's this idea that vision loss is a byproduct of aging, but the course completely changed my point of view. I have worn glasses for many years, my whole life, But now I can read, I can have completely different experiences without having to wear glasses. That's what I can truly appreciate from this course, more than anything else in my life. It gave me back my ability to see.
So Jaime, for example, had presbyopia since his 40s, and he had had myopia and astigmatism before. And well, he succeeded. So if he did, you can too. Let me see. I don't see more questions for symptoms. Let me see if I have a short video on intraocular pressure. Glaucoma. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to show a selection of 1.5 minutes of this lady that not only she had glaucoma, but a macular hole and cataracts and uveitis and keratitis. And well, she could barely see her fingers when she started the ClearSight method. And let's hear what she says.
I've had uveitis, keratitis, extreme myopia, cataracts, and later I ended up with a macular hole, which required surgery. This resulted in leaving the eye in a counting fingers condition. Then I developed glaucoma, which became severe, and I also required surgery. So I was told that without it, the outcome could potentially be blindness. But if I did decide to undergo the procedure, it could also result in me going blind. Later, I found out about the ClearSight Method free course. I started to see colors much brighter with a higher contrast sensitivity. Not only my vision has improved, so now that I'm able to recognize faces, watch TV, and read without glasses. But also, my life has improved. I feel much safer and happier. Previously, I didn't have the courage to go out by myself. Now, I'm able to cross the street, blowing the minds of my family and friends.
Okay, so you have an example there, not only of high intraocular pressure, but even the effect of that, glaucoma. And she was able to revert really a great deal of it and improve her eyesight dramatically. So Debbie's asking, I can't work or do anything without my contacts or glasses. While doing the course, how does that work? How does the transition take place? Well, that's one of the first things that we're going to explain in the welcome and orientation lesson and module. You will not need to go to the doctor to get checked regularly, and we'll give you alternatives so that it's not expensive, even if you would have to buy prescription glasses with less and less diopters instead of more and more. You could also use the older ones that you've had from previous times in your life. Also, we'll teach you how to support yourself in that transition with pinhole glasses that are actually quite cheap, but we have the guidance for doing that within the course. And we've had people certainly that had, I don't know what your condition is, you don't mention it, but we've had people with as much as 29 diopters of myopia and people who were blind when they started the course. And they improved greatly. I'm going to show you the example of Laura. She started with 9 diopters. We've had even people with more than that, but this is a shorter video. So let me show this. And then I'll show you also a person that was completely blind. I believe we have one here to share.
Hi, I'm Laura from Madrid. I wanted to tell you that I have signed up for the natural vision course. The reason, during the first few days I took the free course, I experienced a 1 diopter reduction in myopia, I had 9 diopters in my right eye and 7 in my left one, with 1.5 of astigmatism. Then, when I realized how much progress I'd made in just 1 week by doing a few simple exercises that didn't take me more than 10 minutes a day, I finally decided to sign up for the proper course. I got rid of my glasses and decided it was time to forget about them and experiment straight away with natural vision. So in this course, I benefited greatly from these exercises, physical, mental, emotional, and even energetic ones. And I found out that we are much more than muscle and bones. We are emotions, and psychology plays a very important role in muscle relaxation or tension. So I encourage anyone who wants to improve their vision, not only for myopia or astigmatism or other impairments, but who simply wants to improve their visual acuity, to sign up. This course will give you fun and enjoyable outdoor exercises and games with your family and let you progress in a very short time. I've been taking the course for a month and a half, and I've already experienced a 5 diopter reduction in myopia and 0.5 in astigmatism. So I encourage anyone thinking about signing up to do so. Ainhoa is always willing to help you and clear up any doubts at any time. She makes her classes more enjoyable, and you can listen to her videos at any time. And one of the things I like the most about the course is that you can integrate it in your daily life, no matter when, and even share it with your friends and family. I can't recommend it enough. Thank you very much.
Let me see also another example. Actually, I'm going to show you the video of someone at the University of Toulouse. She was not blind herself, but she was the organizer of the courses of the Free University of Toulouse. She was the person inviting me to teach in that service, and she witnessed a blind person improving his vision in this case. Let me share this.
I was thrilled to do this cycle for the participants. I think it's a great project, an amazing workshop, and I find your work awesome. At the end of each conference, people always came out really happy. Session after session, they always said, I practiced and I can really see improvements in my eyesight and also in my daily life. A great example was a blind participant. At the end of the 6th session, he told me he was already able to perceive windows. He was blown away and is really looking forward to the second cycle. And another fun fact is that at the end of each conference, some people would take their glasses off, even after the first group's first cycle, and they would return without glasses and keep them off. They are the proof that by implementing these daily tips, they were able to attend without needing their glasses. And at the end of each conference or each workshop, they always left with a smile on their faces and an enormous sense of well-being. And after today's 6th conference, they actually felt sad, impatient, and they can't wait to start again with the advanced group. I'm really glad we were able to do these 2 workshops this year because I strongly believe in them. Of course, they can also be challenging, but it was a really positive experience. And I would say, like a little girl at a candy shop, that I can't wait to offer these 2 courses again next year in our program and offer this experience to more people. And I want to thank you both again for what you've done this year. It was amazing.
I know we cannot hear you.
Okay, sorry. Thank you for saying that. I didn't have my mic. Yeah, but did you hear? So the lady from the Free University of Toulouse, where I've been teaching for many years in this service at the University of Toulouse. And I don't know if there's more questions that we didn't answer. Let me have a look at the document, at the chat, just to make sure. Okay, I don't see any more questions, so I'm going to leave you with a final thought. There, which is very, very interesting, or generates enthusiasm. I think it's enlightening. So let's listen to Miquel.
How are you? My name's Miquel. I'm recording this because of something Ainhoa told me, that if we surround ourselves with people who tell us that we can't do something, 2 things can happen. Either we believe them and we program our minds to believe we won't make it, that getting rid of your glasses is impossible, or the second option, which is what happened to me, and that's why I recorded this video. Someone very close to me, in this case, my mother, said it wasn't possible for me to stop wearing glasses, that I've been wearing them from age 11 until 22, that after 11 years, one can't stop wearing them. That doctors had said that these natural vision methods don't work. That if it was so easy, everybody would do it, right? So at that point, I had 2 options. 1, believing her and telling my mind that this wasn't possible, or use it as motivation and say, oh really? I'll give it a try. And I won't just try, which is one way to reprogram my mind, but there is a third option, saying, I will make it. So I set my mind to that, to make it, to prove my mom and many others wrong, and also to prove to someone else, to the most important person to me in my life, and that person is myself. And in your case, it's yourself too. If you can really trust in yourself that you can achieve something, it could be a challenge to stop wearing glasses. I had about 2.5, almost 2.5 diopters of myopia in each eye. And in 30 days, I managed to stop using glasses. It's been a little over half a year without them, traveling the world, driving at night, doing sports, swimming, bathing around here, enjoying the views without the need for glasses. If I have done it, and if hundreds of other people have done it, also you can do it. And at the moment when you achieve something like taking off your glasses, you will realize you have unlimited potential, that if you can achieve this, you can achieve anything. Big kiss to all of you. Yes, it is possible. It is possible to see clearly.
So it is possible. It is possible to see clearly. The question is that what you want to choose? And it's really a choice, and you are free. It has been a pleasure to share with you the free 4-part masterclass, Wake Up Your Eyes, and share a lot of information and techniques and tools, etc. And you can keep that and go on for yourself. Or you can also join the ClearSight Method Advanced program, and the registration closes tomorrow. Now, the invitation that I don't do is that I don't want you to stop, because if you stop practicing, you know what's going to happen, what happens to most people. If you don't take care of your eyes and learn the natural vision improvement techniques to improve your eyesight naturally, like in the ClearSight method, well, statistics say that what's going to happen is that your eyesight is going to get worse and worse over the years. First, the need for reading glasses, and then cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, etc. And the end of that road is losing your eyesight. And I don't want that for you, and you don't want that either. So you could choose to join a program like this one and improve your eyesight, like the many thousands of cases that we have. We have a 95% rate of satisfaction. And if you're not satisfied, we give you your money back. So you have nothing to lose and a lot to gain. But again, it's your life, it's your priorities, it's your time. You get to choose. That's a choice I cannot make for you. I can only tell you that the ClearSight method works. It has worked for thousands and thousands of people. It can work for you. If you choose to join, I'll be very happy with my team to support you in the process. And you'll be surrounded by a group of enthusiastic participants that will make it easier for you to be successful with this. So that's the invitation. But again, it's up to you. You're free to choose whatever you want. But it's your life and it matters. Make it beautiful. And if it's not you doing this, who? And if you don't do it now, well, when? Again, it's up to you. This is it for me today. And whatever you choose, I wish for you to feel all right with the choice that you make, and to take care, be happy, enjoy the beauty of life. And I look forward to seeing you sometime sooner or later. And I want for you to see better and better. So this is for me today. I leave you to the choices you need to make. And I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.